Hey, third graders, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about today's math lesson. We're going to be looking at lesson 404, and we're going to be talking about multiplying by the numbers 10, 11, or 12. So as we get started, something I want you to think about is what does it mean to do repeated addition? So I know that when it comes to doing repeated addition, we're adding by the same number over and over and over and over again. So we're going to be looking at multiplication equations involving the number 10, 11, or 12 today. So let's review some of the different strategies we use for multiplication. One strategy is a number line. We also put this in our math journal last week. We've also done repeated addition, where we can show adding that same number multiple times. We know skip counting is another way of showing multiplication. An array is another, equal groups, and then finally a bar model. Every single one of these is modeling the problem to groups of three. So here's two groups of three. 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 When I skip count by three, 3, 6, again, I'm getting two equal groups of three. So let's go ahead and kind of review by doing some multiplication, the number of ice cream scoops. So right here, I want you to try to match the product with the expression here. You can go ahead and pause the recording if you'd like. Same thing over here, match the number of ladybug spots. So something I noticed, there's 1, 2, 3 scoops, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 groups, because there's 6 cones, which means there's 6 groups of the number 3. So now I'm going to go ahead and look down here to match my expression with the product. Why is it not this one? This is saying 3 groups of the number 6, which would mean that I would have 3 ice cream cones with 6 scoops on top of them. This one does not match. However, over here, 6 groups of the number 3, this one matches. So I know matchmaker, matchmaker, make me a match. All right, let's take a look at my number of ladybug spots. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ladybugs. So that's my 7 groups of the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so they all have 5. So I'm looking for one that has 7 groups of the number 5. Okay, well, it's not this one. We already used 6 groups of 3. It's not 18. 5 groups of the number 7. Nope, that does not match. 7 groups of the number 4. Nope. Nope. Oh, here we go. 7 groups of the number 5. Yeah, baby. So I know 7 groups of 5 matches my multiplication equation. Let's go ahead and take another. This says when you multiply a number by 10, you can skip count by tens. So let's take a look at 4 times 10 by skip counting. So I know when I skip count by tens, I'm going to get 10, 20, 30, 40. So I know I can skip count by tens to find 4 times 10. If I want to look at 4 groups of the number 10, that would be a group, this would be a group, this will be a group, this will be a group. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 groups with how many in each group? So I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, kind of like a 10 frame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 groups of the number 10, and I know that that's 10, 20, 30, 40. So 4 groups of the number 10 is 40. Let's try another one. This one says solve the equation for groups of the number 11. Well, third graders, I can use my knowledge from this problem, which said 4 groups of 10, but this time I'm adding on one more to my group of 10. So if I know that 4 groups of 10 was 40, I can add another 4 groups of the number 1, so 1, 2, 3, 4, to add 4 to it, and I'd get 44. I also know that when I bring down my 4 groups of what? 11, I'm getting a repeated number here. Anytime you multiply a number by 11, you're getting double that number of itself. So that would be like 4 and 4 next to each other. So 4 times 11 is 44. I also know I can think about it this way. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. So that's another way of double checking my mathematical thinking. So I'm starting with the previous problem, and then I'm just putting one more on to the end. So I know 4 groups of 11 is 44. Let's try another. Woo! 8 times 12. Oh man. So let's do an easier problem first. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I know this is 10 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So I know I have 8 times 10. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 plus 8 groups of the number 2. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. When I add these two numbers up, I see I'm going to have 6 in the ones column, 80 plus 9 plus another group of 10 is 90. So I got a final amount of 96. Again, I know that this is 80 shown here, and this is another group of 16. That's like saying 8 times 10 plus 8 times 2, adding those numbers together. So I know 8 multiplied by the number 12 is equal to the number 96. All right, mathematicians, let's try this. This or that. Go ahead and pause the recording right now. Try it on your whiteboard or your math journal. Then go ahead and restart it and check yourself. See how you did? All right, so when I skip count or use a bar model for this one, I'm going to get 10, 10, 10. Okay, so I know that 10 plus 10 is 20. 20 plus 10 more is 30. So 3 groups of the number 10 is equal to the number 30. All right, what? Whoa, okay. 4 groups of 12. Okay. I want you to pause the recording. Think of a strategy you want to use. Maybe you want to do a number line. Maybe you want to do bar model. Maybe you want to do repeated addition. Maybe you want to do equal groups. But I want you to pause the video, pick your strategy, and then restart it and check yourself. All right. Let's go ahead and check and see how you did. So right here, I'm going to start in the ones column. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I get 8 ones. 10, 20, 30, 40. 40 plus 8, 48. I'm also going to try equal groups. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48. So I know 48 is great. Woo! Okay. 10 groups of the number 11. Okay. So, actually, I'm going to do a different strategy. Okay. If I know that 9 groups of the number 11 is the same number as the 9 and 9 side by side again to make 99, because that's doing 9 times 10 plus 9 times 1. So I know I'm going to get 99. So I'm going to do 9 groups of 11. And then I'm going to do one more group of 11. So I know the identity property of multiplication is that holding up a mirror and that number looks in and it sees itself. So 11 times 1 is 11. I can add that up. So that gives me 10 groups of 11. 9 plus 1 more is 10. I'm going to regroup that group of 10. 90 plus 10 more is 100, plus 1 more group of 10 is 110. So I know 110 would be my answer on this one. All right, final one from my third graders. Actually, why don't we do a story problem instead? Okay, so this says that Kim is making bracelets to sell at a school craft fair. If Kim can make 10 bracelets in an hour, I want to know how many can she make in 6 hours? Okay, so my first read was just reading for information. Kim's making bracelets to sell at the school craft fair. If Kim can make 10 bracelets in an hour, how many bracelets can she make in 6 hours? So I know that I want to focus on how many can she make in 6 hours, but I first needed to know how much she could make in 1 hour, which I found was 10. Now I'm going to go ahead and do my third read and then kind of come up with a strategy. So Kim's making bracelets to sell at the school fair. She can make 10 in an hour. So I'll go ahead and just kind of draw a bar model on this one. So here's 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. Okay, 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours. So if I skip count by 10, I'm going to get 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. She can make 60 bracelets. I want to make sure that I label my answer. So 60 bracelets. Awesome job, Kim. Quite impressive. All right, let's do another one. Santiago is filling treat bags for his friends. He makes 11 bags and puts 4 candies in each bag. How many candies in total did Santiago put in the bag? Well, things that I know. Okay, I've done my first read. I know that he's putting candy in a bag. So Santiago is filling treat bags. He made 11 bags, 4 in each bag. Okay, I want to know how many candies in total did Santiago put in the bags. Okay, so I'm going to do equal groups on this one. So here's a bag, 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 here's a bag. All right. Now let's get ready to put them in their bags. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 candies there. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. So I know 11 groups of the number 4 is equal to 44 candies. I'm going to run out of space. All right, so 44 candies. So third grade, let's go ahead and head on into Buzz and take a look at your assignment right now. So that's fifth grade. So when we go into third grade math and we take a look at today's math lesson, which is Module 4, we are going into lesson 404. Let's take a look. This says, hey, we're going to review the lesson. We're going to do the practice of the multiplication items in the lesson. And when you get to the end, there's going to be a quiz. All right, so you've got this, third grade. Good luck.